we're talking basically for the people who are joining right now. We are actually talking about being happy with yourself before you can make others happy. And to do that, you definitely have to do a soul search for yourself. You actually have to stop and look at yourself and maybe see what are the good things about yourself, what are the bad things about yourself, but definitely look at yourself and find out who you are as a person. And sometimes that is a very hard thing to do. It can actually be one of the most stressful things that you ever do if you do it right, because you do have to go backwards in time. And for those who had a bad past, this is actually going through some things that you probably wanted to forget in life. But it will actually help you by dealing through that to deal with yourself and actually help others. But because until you can help, stop it. Until you can actually help yourself, you cannot help anybody else. So one little topic that I had suggested to a friend of mine was to get yourself a candle and go into a closed area where there's no distractions whatsoever, and make sure that it's a good time to do it. Turn the lights out. Don't do it during the daytime because you don't want to have any light or anything. You want a complete darkness. And it doesn't have to be a bathroom, but as long as you have a good mirror that you can see yourself really good with, and make sure if you have pets or animals or anything like that, that you are able to have a quiet moment to yourself, and you really want to give yourself at least 20 minutes for this. And what you need to do is take the candle, make sure you turn the lights out, of course, and take the candle and light the candle and look at the flame and just kind of clear all the thoughts in your head when you're looking at this flame. Watch the flame dance and move around and just kind of just anything that you're thinking, just erase it as you're looking at the candle. Once you feel like your mind is pretty much relaxed and all the thoughts of your day is gone, you will then pick up the candle and you will look in the mirror and you will just look at yourself and make sure you are looking into your eyes. And when you do this, you will start to see who you are as a person. And the first things that you see, that's what you need to jot down later. Now, a good thing is to get a voice recorder and just lay it in the bathroom. And as you are seeing this, just kind of talk into the room to where what you're seeing. And so that way later on you can view the video, the tape or whatever, and just kind of get an idea of who you are as a person. Now you will see a lot of different things. I have known a lot of people do different things as they're doing this, and they come up with different aspects. So you might see flashes, you might see a different person than who you are as a person, and it could be good things and bad things. So if it's a bad thing, then maybe that's something that you need to work with or deal with. And if it's a good thing, that's great. Because everybody, as they look in the mirror, they love who they see, so you might see a lot of good things out of it, so that's an awesome thing. But if you do see some negative things, then that's something that you need to deal with, because until you deal with that, you can really not make anybody else happy. So that's a good thing to do, and if you guys try it out, definitely let me know. Send a comment down or send me an email or something, any kind of communication, because I love to know what you experience, because every time I hear somebody do it, it's totally different, and I enjoy listening to it. That is one of the questions a viewer is asking, is what happens when the person you see in the mirror fades in and out with something evil unknown to self. Now that you really need to look into, because there are certain things probably going on in your lifetime that you're maybe trying to block out. Maybe you're looking at yourself as being this evil person and you're trying to turn your life around to the good. maybe you have experienced so many things that you just don't know the difference. If something was to come in your path, you would not know to choose it because you've gone through so many situations and where you think that nothing can be right, which is basically unknown to self. By experiencing different things you have never experienced before, so it has not became clear to you that this could be the right thing for you. Good question. Do we have any other questions on this? Is there any questions about the mirror thing at all? And that is a good thing. Another question is, what if the exercise does not work? It will not work every time that you do it. You could do it probably 10 times and nothing happens. And that's okay. That means, you maybe need to try it again. If your mind starts thinking about, as you're doing it, like, oh, this happened at work today, or say, I'm in this relationship and I just basically had so much drama, today. And if that pops in, then go back to the candle and start clearing your mind again. If you feel like that you can't clear your mind totally, then give yourself an easier day. Maybe that's not a good day for you to do it. But definitely try again when there's not a lot on your mind or there's not too much stress going on, because you want to have a clear mind when you do this. And if it doesn't work, try it again. Some people, they will never see anything, but usually when you look at yourself, you do see something. It could be, you feel kindness or you feel hate or something, or anger. So definitely channel it to where you need to be and get something out of it. Whatever you're feeling, that is something that you want to dig into. And it could be nothing visual. You could not see something visual, but you can actually have a feeling and be like, this coldness, and that's a feeling that you probably need to dig deeper into. Okay, that's another good question. What if self-conscious overcomes me and being afraid to take this step? What can I do if this happens? If you feel like you're getting scared and of what you're seeing, then yes, definitely pull back and you can stop it at any time. That's a good thing. Just turn the lights on and you can stop it. But just remember, by stopping, you are you're stopping the point to where you're trying to find yourself. You're trying to find your true self and battle what you need to deal with. And sometimes it is scary, opening doors that you probably closed 10 years ago that you would like to keep closed, but deep down inside, that little thing is probably stopping you from doing what you need to be doing, or maybe communicating with people, or even allowing yourself to be free as a person. Welcome everybody. We're just kind of talking about some things about some mirror exercises to find yourself. So if you guys are listening, if you have any questions, just jot them down. There was another question that said, when I tried it the first time, I made sure there was a good friend on standby to call if it went wrong. Is this a good idea? Absolutely. Because you don't know what you're going to be experiencing. I could say you're just going to look at yourself in the mirror and maybe one thing will pop in your head and that's it. You take it, you apply with it, and you go to sleep and you're okay. Now, if something was to come to a point where you saw a lot of things that kind of scared you, yeah, you need somebody that you want to talk to, and definitely, have that support system before you do it. Just make sure, hey, if you have a friend of yours that you really trust, then make sure you trust them. Say, hey, are you going to be up late tonight or something? I'm going to try something and I might be calling you or I might need to contact you. after I do this, and definitely, have that support system there. But these are awesome, awesome questions, and I hope you guys are getting something out of this. And but it's a good thing to dig deep inside yourself and reach, because we push things aside so easily, and we try not to deal with certain situations. And sometimes, to move forward, you do have to deal with them. I mean, regardless if you like it or not, you have to deal with those situations. And by when you reach that fear and you overcome it, nothing can hold you back. Anything is possible then, and I think that's just an amazing thing that you can just overcome some of the things that you were so afraid of for so many years. And I encourage you guys, and if you guys need someone to talk to, then definitely, look me up. I am an easy person to talk to. You can ask all my friends. A lot of people say, I have a lot of good advice, and sometimes if I don't have anything to say, I'm there to at least listen to what you have to say. Okay, I got two more questions that popped up. Are there any other exercises besides the mirror exercises to help you find yourself or like yourself? There are a lot of exercises, and definitely, go online, Google search it, and Google search finding yourself, steps to finding yourself, and you'll get so many, information from there. I do know the mirror thing, it works for me, so I kind of push people to that, and also the thing I like about it is, sometimes our mind is going through 1,000 miles a minute. I know mine does, definitely, and I think the biggest thing is to shut your mind down so you can actually absorb the things that you want to do, and definitely try different things out. The mirror thing might not work for you, but you can actually take a paper, and if you sit down, same thing, sit down quietly, and just jot down things that you like about yourself and you don't like about yourself, what you're afraid of, what scares you, and try to deal with those situations. Um, if one decided to pursue this, how often can this be done? Once a week, and when will this exercise reach an end? Um, you can actually do it every day if you wanted to, but you definitely want to make sure you do have a clear mind, regardless of what you're doing. Make sure you have a clear mind, because if you're always thinking about something, you're not going to dig deep enough. I mean, you might reach a couple outer layers of what's troubling you or what you're going through, but to dig deep inside, you really need to have that concentration. You need to make sure that there are no distractions, and you might be scared about what you're going to see once you dig into those layers. And that's okay. I mean, it can be scary, but it's just something that you want to deal with so that way you can be a better person. And like as we were talking before, to help other people and make them happy. Because you cannot make someone happy if you're not happy yourself. And I guess that's just something I've done, you know, many years, I think over 10 years, that I've been just kind of every year I reevaluate myself, and I dig and I try to soul search and try to be a better person. And I learn a lot of life lessons, and sometimes it hurts to dig into it, but eventually when you do and you overcome it, it just takes you to that next level. Because believe me, if you knew me 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago, I was a totally different person than I am now. I'm pretty sure I would not have the friends that I have now because I was very distant. I pushed everybody away. So I was able to deal with myself so that way now I can actually offer some advice to other people who may be going through some things. So if you want to, you can do it every day. If you want to do it every day, that's awesome. If you want to do it just once a week, you can do it once a month. And when will it reach an end? The end is actually when you feel like you have overcome those obstacles. If you see it and if you you start running from the situation, then, you're going to have to go back to it eventually and deal with it. So the end is up to you if you want to deal with it or not. I know a lot of people, they go to the point and they see it, but they just don't, they never want to deal with it. So as long as they never deal with the situation, it will never end. Another question is, how have you changed so much, and what did you do to make those changes? Ooh, that's very good. My thing was I was very shy. I would not be a part of any group or any kind of social interaction. I have a very bad tendency to look at somebody in the eye. I'm usually looking down, or I'll look to the side or something. So if you ever watch the videos or even me chatting, I'm always looking away to get my mind squared away, because I have a very hard issue of communicating with people. Figure that one out. And now you can't even shut me up, so that's a funny thing. But through my life experiences near death, I think that had opened my eyes to where there was just so much to live for. And we go through so many battles and trials, but the good thing about it is we got this day to do what we want to do. And if we wake up tomorrow, no matter what today happened, how bad it is, we wake up tomorrow, we were just given a wonderful gift to enjoy another day and to make a difference in life. And for me, that has just inspired me so much to continue to help others. And every time I can help somebody, it has wanted me to go push myself further. And I get down. I mean, I'm just a normal person like you are. I have very bad days. I have a lot of bad days to where I just want to cry and go in a corner and just hide for the rest of the day. But in spite of that, you push yourself through those days. And if you can make somebody smile, for me, it just gives me that extra energy to push to the next level. So whatever passion you have, for me, as I was joking, I have an addiction for helping people. So that's one of my things. So whatever your passion is, take that passion and apply it to your life. And if things get so down, think of that passion to give you that extra energy to keep moving forward. Um, did you seek or have any outside help in conjunction with the exercise? I did not. I actually was reading through some situations, and I went to church and stuff like that. And I went to a seminar at our church function, and they were talking about reaching inside yourself and dealing with your past. And for me, I really needed that because I didn't have a very good past. So I wanted to kind of learn as much information. And we got some materials with it, and I really wish I had kept it. But when I moved a couple of times, I lost a lot of stuff that I wish I had now, because I think this would be an awesome thing to dig deeper on, finding your true self, basically. And by doing that, I was able to see a lot of things that I really needed to deal with. So I did a lot of online searching after that, and I found the mirror exercise, and I tried it, and it really worked for me. So that is something that, when I see a lot of people, struggling with how they don't see themselves anymore, or how if they were to look in the mirror, they don't recognize themselves, I always kind of go through and tell them about the mirror situation, and pretty much about 80% of the time something happens when they do it. So it's a good thing. Good question. All right. Religion. I am very religious. The question is, does religion need to play a part in bettering yourself? Absolutely not. I, for one, am very religious, but I do not push it on anybody else. Whatever anybody believes, that's awesome. If you don't believe at all, that's okay too. So, but applying yourself, it's just finding yourself. It really has nothing to do about religion whatsoever. It's basically looking at yourself as who you are, who you were, and who do you want to be. And by doing the exercises, or if you find any other exercises that you can do, definitely let me know about them, because anything that you can do to better yourself and to reach within yourself and to find those things and deal with those situations to better yourself, I think it's a great thing. And it doesn't have to be religious. It has no religion experience whatsoever. Good question. I'm trying not to lose my voice. My voice is cutting in and out. I do apologize. So do we have any more questions about this topic at all, or how to better yourself? Okay, so I will wrap this little segment for it. And like I said, some feedback, awesome feedback today on the questions. I was glad to be able to answer them. And if you guys have an opportunity, send some people to my new website. It's again www.thomasuse.com. And there's a lot of good quotations on there, a lot of, we're adding humor to it. But it's just basically, we're there to help you guys with anything that you want to talk about. And don't feel, that, you don't want to talk about certain things, because there's some things where you could just email me on there and I'll get back to you as well, one-on-one on certain situations. And I know that's been happening a lot. A lot of people are afraid to put something down on the website for everybody to see. So I've been getting a lot of emails and responding. So if that's what you want to do, definitely contact me. If you have something to add to help people, believe it or not, all it takes is one thing to make somebody smile. And the way I look at candles is, it takes one candle to light another candle, to light another candle, and eventually, before you know it, there's thousands of candles lit, and it started with one. So you can make a difference in this world. So anything you do, it helps. And one good thing about it is, we realize, oh, somebody has probably said something in that perspective, and I don't want to repeat it. 9 times out of 10, no one said anything, and they never got the information that they needed to hear. And for those of you viewing this, I know the number's going up and down, and if you didn't want to get in the channel, that's fine. And if you're grabbing this information, I hope this helped you guys and girls out there. And remember that anything that you do to make someone smile is an amazing thing, and definitely apply it to yourself. When I do videos and stuff, I'm starting to watch the videos that I talk about, because I'm not really thinking a lot. A lot of the stuff that I'm saying is coming from the heart. So I'm not really listening to what I'm saying. So when I go back and listen to it, it's like almost giving myself advice. I have a question was, what is your video series about again? I have 2 that I'm dealing with right now. One that's out there is the 5 steps to a successful life. And that one is actually on my YouTube, which the YouTube link is down below, and also the website is down below. You can actually check it out there. There's another one that I'm going to start, is the person, I don't even want to say the man, because we have women and men, so I'm going to say the person behind the mask, and how to look at the different types of masks that you hide behind, what each one means, and how you can stop wearing the mask. So look forward to that in the future. I'm actually very excited, because I think it's not only going to help others, but it's going to help myself to make myself a little bit stronger to go to that next level. So definitely check it out. So with further ado, I'm going to stop this segment. I'm still going to broadcast on the channel, so if you guys want to pop in, that's fine. But I did want to record this for any of you that might miss it. If you have some friends of yours, definitely tell them to come pop in, listen to the video, and pass the word along, okay? You guys take care.